Yep, yep, yep. You happen to know one, but well, it's kind of funny because then you reach a point where you have so many people, that you kind of go back to what you were doing and kind of yak by yourself because the chat is going so fast that you can't keep up. So, yeah, full circle. I mean, if you're someone who's got like ADHD that gets distracted and always looking at various things, streaming is perfect for you. I kind of tend to get a bit focused and forget what I'm doing, or forget to pay attention. So you gotta keep the chat going. Yeah, hopefully I can. A friend of mine is gonna help me set up some bots and stuff to hopefully, take ads and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Fools to follow me here.
It is what it is, I guess. As long as it doesn't become too much of a slow game. It'd be kind of funny if you get a channel that's like.
Sorry,
Thank you.
Fall before your master.
It'd be kind of funny to see a channel with 5,000 viewers. All 5,000 viewers are. Oh shit. Or, and then I died. All 5,000 viewers are bots. That would be kind of sad but funny.
Who will save you now?
Although there are view bots.
An inevitable fate.
I heard a lot of them got banned. So
fall before your master.
That's good that Twitch is at least trying a little bit. I guess I should pay attention to this fight. It might help, so I don't die the next time. We'll see if the group wipes or not.
Obliteration beckons.
I know looking like they might.
Your fate. Who will save you
now? Yeah, you have to like stand in the poo and absorb the stuff.
Consume them all.
Yeah. Hopefully they'll, get punished for it, but it's kind of a weird thing, right? Because
even when your own
what if those bots are making Twitch money? Just like the problem with
look upon our wonders,
bots and
mortals, and despair.
And if they subscribe, the argument has always been, well, they are paying their sub, so Blizzard doesn't feel the need to do anything about it because they're getting paid by the bots, but it ruins the game and it ruins it for a lot of people. And I hope that Blizzard is now seeing that, is trying to do something about it. But, my guess is just like the war on cheaters, you know, it's a never-ending war that just goes back and forth between the companies and the bots, and them coming up with workarounds to get away with it, you know. Although you always can tell, at least on WoW, who's obviously botting and who's not, you know, but I heard Classic is pretty loud with bots, which is pretty sad. You know, I don't know, like all the places, Classic should be the less, but I guess it's kind of fairly grindy that maybe that's why there's so many bots as opposed to here on vanilla, you know, or not vanilla, but live. You know, it doesn't need as much grinding, you know, platform. Or maybe it doesn't need as many bots. So, well, that's nice. That. Cool. Going to eat. I am hungry. I mean, it never really bothered you in games. Yeah, yeah. Someone wanted to talk to me, probably sell me something or something. I knows. But you know, they quickly left as they left as quickly as they got here. So you know, I'm sure that will get worse over time as I get more and more viewers. You know, but that's where mods come in. Hopefully, I can get some regulars that come in every day and are happy to mod for me. You know, that would be great. I mean, ideally, the ultimate goal would to be earning enough money to pay mods. You know. I would love to have like a team of mods that could just mod my chat while I, you know, uh, focus on the game and not have to worry about it, you know. But you know, all things come in time. So fly back here the dollar on, saying I got mail, and I don't have to go all the way a dollar for a mailbox, but I don't really want to take the time to. Thank you. It's a good mic. I got it when I was a dungeon master for my D&D group, and we would record our sessions. And I was like, well, I need a microphone, and this was fairly cheap, but it seems to be pretty good. So I'm glad. You know, I'm gonna have to probably get like a pop filter or something for it, which can be expensive. You know, I mean, there's still a lot of equipment that I'm gonna have to eventually purchase, but you know, gotta get to that point where I can earn some money to buy it. Slow and steady wins the race. Good things come to those who wait. Whatever saying you want to use. So, yeah, hopefully I can be entertaining to make people want to stay, and we can create a good community, and I'm gonna be. I plan on being here every Tuesday through Saturday from 11 a.m. Mountain Time to 8 p.m. Mountain Time. So I figured, I can get the lunch crowd, and and then kind of move on to the crowd that is coming home from work, and then that will be kind of my goal viewer base, is the kind of you know working gamer that just kind of comes home and wants to chill and watch a cool short dude. And I was telling my friends last night, well, we don't have to ever worry about me faking being in a wheelchair, because it's pretty damn obvious that I'm disabled and in a wheelchair. I don't think I'll be walking anytime soon. Got a bit peculiar on this. We're quick and open all these little chests. Gives you so much gear, which is nice. I like stuff. I want stuff. I kind of can't wait for the new transmog system to finally be released, because then I don't have to constantly update my look. Yeah, that'd be a lot nicer, so I don't have to constantly go into my little yak dude.
I have many lucky doos. You like? Farewell, friend of the Grummels.
Well, where are you from? So, apparently they did a big update here, and added these like flawless threads. So it's supposed to give you upgraded gear. If I get more of this dust and stuff. Guess you really don't get the moats as much anymore. Oh. Well, remind me who I'm speaking to. So, like, it's really cool that it gives you a shield, but you gotta, like, be constantly moving, especially backing up, and I'm just like, nah, dude, I'm not a fan of that. Because it slows you down. It kind of interrupts your rhythm. Yeah. Hello, Sam. Yeah, the tall, lanky one. Is this your streamer account? Ooh, I'll give you a follow. There you go, sir. No, thank you. Yeah, we had a bit of sound problem this morning, but we worked it out. The game sound was a bit loud. I haven't gotten my new uh, speakers in yet. I'm waiting for that to arrive. Hopefully they'll come in today. You were my first follow, though, so you know you hold a special place in my heart. And then we'll get together and have a business meeting, right? Mergers and acquisitions. I'll have to wear a fancy vest. You're looking good. Yeah, Gabe was here around 11. Watched through a little bit. And then I think Kyle was here. Honestly, I thought it was you, but it was Kyle, probably. But I don't know.
Come, shop, browse. Well, beware of Yeti.
I did talk to. Oh, and my friend Blake was here. I don't think I've told you about Blake, but he used he used to and is now currently working for Destiny. He's a developer on it. So he does Q&A, I think, something like that, which is pretty cool. He can't tell me anymore, obviously, but nuggies. I'm not really a fan of McDonald's nuggies. Wendy's nuggets are a lot better. That's cool. Yeah, there's a. I was fiddling with that in settings this morning, but I didn't know what your channel was, so I couldn't put it under my suggested. I have not. I have not tried the new tendies. I will ask Dad. Do you remember what they were called? I found that food review guy that dresses up in a suit and tie and reviews like fast food and stuff. He's pretty damn famous now. Okay. Um, yeah, review bro. Yeah, yeah, I like him. He's very dry and very matter of fact and to the point. And I am very surprised that because a lot of people don't like fast food at all, like at all. Any kind of fast food. But that guy at least he tries a lot of it, and it looks like he sometimes likes it. And I found another channel last night of another guy. He's only got like, I don't know, 80K subscribers, something like that. And he does like food reviews and stuff. And he seems pretty cool. He did a video on like I can only spend like I can only buy off the dollar menus and like only spend like a maximum of like $12 that day on food or something like that. And I thought that was kind of pretty cool. He didn't really talk about it, but like, in today's day of things being so damn expensive, especially with, fast food, it kind of sucks that, it is so expensive, and it's cool that he can kind of find those loopholes and tell people about it, you know. Review Bro doesn't get extremely creative in his videos, but they're pretty much short and sweet and to the point. But the other ones are pretty cool. The other ones kind of try. There's some of them that try a little too hard to be cool. I watched a bit of the Game Awards last night. Did you see what kind of trailers they put out? There's some games I'm super, super hyped about. Yeah, the clothes make the man. Hell yeah, fan of the Overload. Yes, and you gotta watch it. Like if you played Baldur's Gate or any of the Divinity games, Larian's got a new game coming out, and they're doing another Divinity game. And that trailer was pretty cool. It's gross as shit. Um, I don't know if you ever played the game Solasta. Sollosta. Crown of the Magister. It's another kind of CRPG. They're coming out with Solasta 2, and it's got some pretty big names voicing some characters in that game, which I thought was really cool because that first Solasta is very like indie and a bit janky and stuff. So it's good to see them be like successful, you know, and to be able to get those type of people that voice those characters. The last is pretty bare bones, at least the first one. Especially if you're coming straight from Baldur's Gate. Like, it's gonna kind of be tough going from, like, Baldur's Gate to Solasta. Although I will say that Solasta does have this mechanic where they have this, like, group of loot guys. They're NPCs. And so you'll, like, go through a dungeon. You'll complete the dungeon. And then this group of NPCs you can set up to where they'll gather all the weapons and loot that you left on the bodies. And then and then you can go and look at what they looted. And if you don't want it, then they'll sell it for you. Like, really cool. And I wish Baldur's Gate would do something like that. Because there's so much loot in that game. And it would be nice just to kind of have a sinkhole of, you know, where to just kind of offload all of it. Curious. See you later, buddy. Thanks for coming. I'll try and keep things lively while you're gone. Things aren't going to be as lively right now because I'm eating. We're not going to pay attention to this brew. You gotta keep up. Don't dare fall behind.